All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's NASCAR Quick Hit here at SHIPIT Nation. I am Eric, also known as TheGame on Discord, and today we are going to be discussing the Cookout 400 taking place at the Richmond Raceway. As always, please go ahead and hit that like button, and please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. It really does go an incredibly long way in helping us with the YouTube algorithm. Before we break down the Cookout 400 taking place at Richmond Raceway, let me mention, of course, us. Yes, once again, us. It is our code NFL50 promo, which is $50 off any annual package. Plus, we have early bird bonuses. So you know already that here at SHIPIT Nation, we provide expert ownership and projections, showdown tools, the Stone, which we'll be showing a blank version of the Stone here for the NASCAR race. We do stack rankings, core reports, slate plans, amazing education courses. We have a fantastic Discord community. We have the Shiptimizer, which just launched for NASCAR today. It's our first slate getting to play with the Shiptimizer and NASCAR. So yeah, hey, if you haven't already, please, you owe it to yourself to do so. Code NFL50, shipitnation.com. And let me once again show you the comparison bonuses here. NFL package $299 for us compared to some of the other guys. $425 for one, $500 for another, $629 for one, and some of those don't even have an optimizer. Ours is $299 with the Shiptimizer included. Plus, if you jump on early, you get free all access until the NFL regular season begins, plus all college football content, which is a $200 plus value in and of itself. So once again, that is code NFL50. And in my state where I currently live, the wonderful Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I can't even play college football DFS. However, I can gamble on college football, so I'll be definitely using our tools to help me make educated college football gambling decisions this college football season. So once again, code NFL50 for the early bird NFL package. All right, let me head back to our Cookout graphic here. And, you know, as you guys have known, NASCAR's been off for a couple weeks, so I'm a little bit rusty at doing the videos and stuff. So let me get my notes back up here so I don't forget anything. If my computers would cooperate. Here we go. This week, the race is on the USA Network in America and TSN 5 in Canada. Green flag is 6 p.m. Eastern time. So plenty of time today to get lineups in and to play with the Shiptimizer. There are 280 total Dominator points up for grabs this weekend, and as always, we will want to target those Dominator points. I will be using at least 2 Dominators in each of my lineups. However, the DraftKings pricing is very soft this week, and you can get away with using 3 if you want to, and still not hate your lineups with 3 DOMs. So I'm using probably 2, but you can absolutely get away with using up to 3 this week. All right, let me go ahead and switch from our graphic here to our blank version of the Stone. Hey, look at me go. All right. Let's see here. Where are we at? First up this week, this is a NASCAR first this week at Richmond Raceway. NASCAR is bringing 2 different tire compounds to an official points-paying race. So if you remember earlier this season at the NASCAR All-Star race, NASCAR introduced a prime tire, which is considered the main longer-lasting tire, and a softer option tire, which should be a faster tire. Well, NASCAR is introducing that same concept to an official points paying race, and that race is today at Richmond. What does that mean for us as far as DFS is concerned? Well, who knows, right? Because we haven't seen it in an official points paying race. Earlier this season at North Wilkes-Barre, where it was in the All-Star race, Joey Logano just dog washed everybody and dominated that thing from start to finish. It didn't seem like it increased passing at all. However, the difference between Wilkes-Barre and Richmond is Wilkes-Barre was freshly paved, and Richmond is abrasive as all get out. So, will we see increased passing when the teams decide to use their option softer fast tire? Who knows? But it is a little bit of a wild card in today's race that you should be aware of. And that goes into my next point, which is practice. So we have practice data here up on the screen. This week, because of the two different tire compounds that the race will have this evening, NASCAR ran a extended practice. I think it was 45 minutes, 55 minutes, one of those two, with all cars on the track at the same time. So personally, I will be using practice data this slate to help me make some informed decisions. However, you should also be wary in doing so, because most practice sessions, like all of them, everybody's on the same tire, right? That was not the case. We had teams like, I want to say, Austin Dillon and I know for sure Austin Dillon, and there might be some other ones, but they were on this fast option tire right away, right at the start of practice, where other drivers like Chase Elliott didn't get out on the track till midway through practice, right? So, and as you can tell by qualifying, Chase Elliott, 35th in practice, qualified 4th. I don't think Chase Elliott has the 35th fastest car. Same for Larson, right? Larson, 31st fastest in practice. I don't think Larson has the 35th fastest car on the track. So I will be using practice to help make decisions, but I'll probably be looking at the 25-30 lap average as opposed to the 1 lap average. And I'll really be relying on the track rank and the track type rank this weekend, because once again, this is kind of like a wild card type of race. We've never seen two different tire compounds in an official NASCAR race before. We saw it at the All-Star race. We've never seen it in a points paying race. Is it a wild card like Daytona, Talladega? No, but this is a NASCAR first. We've never seen it before. Who knows what it's going to turn out to be? All right, let's see here. Do I have anything else I want to talk about before I start talking about some drivers? No, I don't. All right, cool. Drivers, hey, I want to go off on the limb here. And if you've listened to any other NASCAR content this weekend, you've probably heard them mention this driver. And hey, I will as well. That is our pole sitter, and truthfully, our outside pole sitter as well, Denny Hamlin and Martin Truex Jr. Let me start with Denny first. Denny has 2 wins here at Richmond within the 5 races that occurred in the next gen era so far. One of those races that Denny won was earlier this season during the spring race here at Richmond. Also, Denny has led every single race here at Richmond in the next gen era. So Denny Hamlin, your pole sitter, has led every race here at Richmond in the next gen era. Denny Hamlin has won 2 races here at Richmond in the next gen era, and he is your pole sitter, and he is one of, if not the best driver so far this season. Yep, he's pretty good play. Pretty good play. Next up, Martin Truex Jr., yet another Joe Gibbs Racing driver. kind of noticing a trend here. Wink, wink. Martin Truex Jr. Let me start the sentence over again. Richmond is statistically Martin Truex Jr. best track. His average finish throughout his entire career, which is a pretty damn long one for MTJ, is 5.6. So his average finish throughout his entire career is 5.6 here at Richmond. Pretty good. However, he has not won at Richmond here in the next gen era, which again is the past 5 races. However, he has led a pile of laps. In those 5 races, Martin Truex has led a total of 382 laps at Richmond. So he has no wins, but he knows how to get around here for sure. This is statistically his best track. Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin. I will have one of those 2 drivers in every single lineup I'm playing this weekend. Spoiler alert there. All right, next up, and I just smacked my phone on the table. Sorry about that random bump if you guys heard it. Next up for drivers I want to speak about is old sliced bread himself, Joey Logano. As I've mentioned in earlier races this season, Logano and his Pennzoil Team Penske team have a knack for winning NASCAR firsts. And if you remember just a few minutes ago, I mentioned that this is the first time ever that NASCAR is bringing 2 different tire compounds to a points-paying race. In my book, that counts as a NASCAR first. However, that's not the only reason why I love Logano this weekend. And when I love Logano this weekend, he is fantastic. Average finish of 7.2 in the 5 next gen races here at Richmond. And do you remember the All-Star race I spoke about earlier? Well, in that All-Star race, they used the same 2 tire compounds as will be used today. And Joey Logano dominated that race. Absolutely dominated. Is he going to dominate today like he did at the All-Star race? Probably not. Will he and should he have a pretty damn good day? Absolutely. I will be playing old Joey Logano with plenty of confidence this weekend. And last but most certainly not least, I know everyone has been on the edge of their seat waiting for this one, my bargain bin play of the week. And since we have a 4K range, we can really go deep down in the dumpster and go hunting for some bargains. And I don't consider this driver a dumpster driver by any stretch of the imagination, but he has a dumpster price, which we like for the weekend. And that's going to be Riley Herbst, driving the second Rick Ware car this weekend, only 4,600 on DraftKings. And truthfully, this is a gut play for me. There's a lot of rumors circulating around Riley next season going to a third 2311 car. And last weekend in the Xfinity race, he put on quite the performance at Indianapolis. So he's trending up in Xfinity, and he has some potential positive good news coming for him in the Cup Series. I mean, a third car at 2311, that's a pretty good ride in my opinion, right? And he's the rumored driver of that ride. So my opinion is he is going to try his damnedest today to have a good day. And by have a good day, I mean keep all 4 fenders on the car and get the thing to a top 25, top 20 finish. And if he can do that at 4,600, I'm all for it, right? I'm all for it. And not to mention his potential car owner, Denny, is in the race, right? So yeah, I have a good feeling about Riley this weekend. It may turn out to not be so good, but for 4,600 and with all the positivity surrounding him coming into this weekend, I am absolutely willing to take the flyer on that. And I think that is officially everything I have. Yes, that is everything I have for the weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it on up. Folks, I apologize if this video is out a little bit later than what we're used to. I'm still getting used to being a dad and scheduling things and timing everything, etc., etc. So grateful that the race is at 6 o'clock today. Next week we'll be back probably on our Saturday night, Sunday, super early morning schedule for these quick hit releases. So once again, that's all I have. Any questions at all concerning the slate, please, as always, feel free to tag me on Discord. And as always, let's ship it.